Perched majestically atop the verdant hill of Superga, overlooking the elegant city of Turin and the sweeping plains of Piedmont, stands one of northern Italy's most iconic monuments, the Basilica of Superga. This extraordinary church is not just an architectural masterpiece, it is a testament to faith, history, and the enduring human spirit. To understand Superga, we must wind back the clock to a turbulent time in the early 18th century. In 1706, during the siege of Turin, the city found itself beleaguered by Franco-Spanish forces amidst the larger struggle of the War of the Spanish Succession. It was here, on the crest of this very hill, that Duke Victor Amadeus II of Savoy knelt before an ancient wooden statue of the Madonna of Grace and vowed that, if Turin were saved, he would erect a grand sanctuary in her honor. Fortune favored the defenders of Turin, and the city was liberated. True to his word, Victor Amadeus commissioned one of the greatest architects of his time, Filippo Juvara, a Sicilian prodigy of Baroque design. Beginning in 1717, Juvara worked tirelessly to sculpt this vision from stone, reshaping the very hilltop, lowering its summit by nearly 40 meters, to lay the foundations of what would become the Basilica of Superga. After 14 years of labor, the church was consecrated in 1731. What greets you today is a breathtaking fusion of late Baroque and classical influences. The Basilica's grand facade features an imposing portico of 8 Corinthian columns, a solemn stairway, and a rhythm of forms that seem to echo the grandeur of ancient temples. Rising above is a monumental dome, soaring some 75 meters into the sky, visible from many points across Turin. Juvara drew inspiration from architectural giants, styles that evoke both the Pantheon and St. Peter's in Rome, yet the design remains uniquely his own, merging drama with harmony. Inside, the Basilica is a sacred theater of light, marble, and devotion. The altar features stunning bas-reliefs and artworks that celebrate Marian devotion, and the historic vow that gave this church its life. The walls and chapels are adorned with frescoes, sculptures, and rich stuccos that reflect not only artistic mastery, but also the deeply spiritual purpose behind the building's creation. But Superga's significance is not solely spiritual. It is woven deeply into the fabric of Italian history. Beneath the church lies the royal crypt of the House of Savoy. For centuries, this crypt has been the final resting place for kings, princes, and princesses, linking Superga to the dynastic legacy that shaped Italy itself. The hill and its basilica have also been silent witnesses to both tragedy and remembrance. On the 4th of May 1949, a sleek airliner carrying the celebrated Torino football club, Il Grande Torino, crashed into the retaining wall behind Superga in poor visibility, killing all 31 souls on board, including players, staff, and journalists. The disaster shook Italy and left a wound that endures in the hearts of football fans worldwide. A memorial plaque now marks the site where so many lives were lost. Today, visitors reach Superga by a historic rack tram from the heart of Turin, or by winding roads that reveal ever-expanding panoramas. Standing on the grand piazza at the Basilica's feet, or climbing the spiral staircase to the dome terrace, you are rewarded with sweeping vistas of the Alps, the Po Valley, and the elegant tessellation of Turin's rooftops, a view that has inspired poets, artists, and pilgrims alike. Whether you come for art, history, faith, or simply to gaze across the lands that have borne witness to centuries of triumph and sorrow, the Basilica of Superga speaks in a language older than words, a language of stone and sky, of devotion and memory. From the hilltop of the Basilica of Superga, the view is vast, calm, and timeless, a meeting point between sky, city, and mountains. Below, Turin stretches outward in quiet elegance. Rows of terracotta rooftops and pale stone buildings form a precise and orderly pattern, shaped by centuries of royal planning. Long, straight avenues draw the eye toward the horizon, while church domes and towers rise gently above the city, catching the light as it shifts throughout the day. The River Po winds silently through the landscape, a faint silver line reflecting the sky. From this height, the city feels peaceful, almost suspended in time. Beyond Turin, the land opens into the wide expanse of the Po Valley. Fields, forests, and distant villages blend together in soft layers of color. In spring, the valley glows with green life. In summer, it turns warm and golden. In autumn, mist drifts slowly across the plains, blurring the boundary between earth and sky. And then, standing watch over everything, rise the Alps. Their snow-covered peaks form a majestic backdrop, stretching from horizon to horizon. In the early morning, they reflect pale pink and golden light. At sunset, they deepen into shades of blue and violet, creating a dramatic silhouette against the fading sky. The hill of Superga itself feels almost otherworldly. Clouds and fog often climb upward from the valley below, surrounding the basilica and leaving it floating above a sea of white. In these moments, the world disappears and only silence remains. The wind carries the scent of trees and open air. Church bells echo softly across the hills, dissolving into the distance. Time slows, inviting reflection. From this place, it becomes clear why Superga was chosen as a site of devotion and remembrance. The view does not demand attention. It offers perspective. Here, high above Turin, nature and history exist in perfect balance. The landscape speaks quietly, reminding us of beauty, scale, and stillness, and of how small we are within something vast and enduring.